Welcome to the Backyard Professor Responds videos. Tomorrow night's the night I get my telescope. Woohoo! In the meantime, I've heard news that Representative Luna has cleared David Grusch to join the UAP task force team that Luna is putting together. Now, I might have worded that wrong. I don't know if she's the one that cleared Grusch, but Grusch apparently has been cleared. I got this off of Christian Harloff's Down to Earth site. The information is extremely interesting. As we all know, David Grusch did testify in a hearing before Congress a few years back. And there were quite a few people who called him a whistleblower. Not really. What he did testify of is what other people on really tight inside groups told him, and he was relaying that information. It's not that he personally saw alien bodies or that he personally got into the alien craft supposedly existing under United States government secret auspices, etc. So whistleblower is probably the wrong label to give Grusch, but he did bring out information in front of Congress and in front of the world that piqued interest. And this is important for the UAP/UFO disclosure. And we haven't heard anything about Grusch since. Now, apparently he is in an advisory position for a new UFO documentary. And now we're hearing that he is going to be on Luna's task force team. What capacity, we don't know. Could be an advisor. Could be a man who knows where everything is and now he can tell them. He did indicate that he needed to, when he was asked some really good pointed questions in the congressional hearing, he said, well, I can't tell you that here in public. Let's go in a skiff. I read the comments below the video, and some say, yes, he went to the skiff. Others say he did not. If he did go in the skiff, that's too bad, because now he can't talk about any of it, whatever was in that skiff. But Congress has the information. We're hoping that due to them possessing this really good information that Grusch apparently had as a liaison between the whistleblowers in Congress, because the whistleblowers still do not have protection with the law. Now we're just not going to know anything that they talked about, but Congress has it. Hopefully they can get subpoena powers to force those who are keeping all the secrets into Congress and have them tell the truth of what's going on. Now, and man, I I hesitate to say this. We've seen enough, we've seen the way people interact with our Congress, and if the conspiracy theorists are correct and these secret black ops and these, these mega trillion-dollar corporations really do have the goods and the money and the control and all, will a subpoena be enough to force people to tell the truth, or are they going to lie to Congress, and will Congress know it? Well, if Grusch, who heard these whistleblowers, is able to get some of those whistleblowers behind the scenes to inform Congress, then Congress might be in a better position to know who is lying to them and who's not, and be able to jail those who commit such a heinous felony against the Congress. But is everybody going to tell the truth? Well, another way of looking at this is asking and it comes across as pretty cynical. Is anybody ever been telling the truth yet? How do we tell, right? So does this help to have Grusch, who was an independent, now get on the inside with the team? We can hope so. Now, there's a lot of people who just simply do not like Grusch for whatever reason. There's a lot of people who really do. I'm not going to take sides for or against. What I hope for is that his knowledge is valid enough, perhaps strong enough, that it can help Congress realize we really need to invoke subpoena powers. We need to get that power, and hopefully power can return to Congress, because they have been completely left out of the process. And that is highly illegal. And we citizens should be incensed enough to be writing our congressmen and women and yelling our heads off that we want Congress to control this, not some private corporation, which is what they've been doing. I mean, they even exclude presidents of the United States. So who is in charge? It's not our government. And so why are we being excluded? Because the private corporations, apparently, according to the conspiracy theorists, have all the money and the power. This is exactly why disclosure is so important from the government, but that has severe and nasty, horrible legal ramifications. Well, will this administration be able to bring forward any files, any information? Are we going to be able to get closure, let alone disclosure, on anything with the UFOs, the aliens, their craft, the beings, psionics, etc., just all of the various side issues involved with the main issue of an alien civilization? Will this administration be willing to get going on this subject? They're awfully busy right now with the JFK files, the John Kennedy files, the Martin Luther King materials. Are they going to have time to get to the UFO materials? At this point, we don't know, but they're certainly not making it the priority. Realistically, vastly more Americans know about John F. K. or John F. Kennedy than UFOs. So it comes to reason that that is going to be what's on America's mind. They assassinated one of our presidents. Well, that's pretty important to find out what's going on. So I get it. I understand why the priorities have been placed that way. Martin Luther King was an exquisite civic leader, and he changed things for so many people. So I get it. I understand why he is ahead of the UFOs. Will they run out of time before they can get to this? That's the question. And I honestly don't know. It's useless to speculate. So we just don't know at this point. So let me know what you think about David Grusch joining Luna. I haven't had a chance to really truly think about this a lot, and so I honestly don't know what I think. Part of me says the task force needs good people in it, with actual knowledge, you could say, well, Grusch doesn't have actual experience or knowledge. He's just heard what everyone else has said. All right, that's something to weigh pro and con in being in this task force. I'm with you on that, if that's your thinking. On the other hand, getting into the government and you have this shroud of secrecy and obligation cave in on you, and we lose a good man to the secrecy forever, and we'll never know. That would be my first initial reaction based on fear of losing any capability of having any more information coming out of David Grusch. He will be shut behind closed doors and never be able to talk again. So we don't know. We don't know. It'll be interesting. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching my videos. Hit like and subscribe. Looking forward to sharing a lot more information with you as I have time. I hope y'all have a great evening and come back soon. I've got a lot more coming out.